We're back at Mike Essen's shop to do a reveal on the all-new color change on the Ferrari 550 build. However, we have a major problem. Something went wrong with the car, and I went to Ferrari for some help, and Ferrari told me that they couldn't help me. Hello, hello, hello.
Look at these bad boys.
Dude, they're not too bad because they were on the front of my car. The rears are dead.
The rears are dead. How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good to be back. I'm doing well. I was just telling these guys, I can't wait to show them.
It's so different. It looks so much better, and it's not even done yet.
Completely changing the color on this car is a game changer, and I can't wait to get to that. However, that issue we were having, Ferrari won't help us with. Do you think maybe they're gonna finally send that cease and desist?
You know, when the car's all done, we might just get that letter.
Being a big brand like Ferrari, the biggest in the world, you don't get there by not protecting your brand, which I also get being a business owner. This prancing horse is protected at all costs. So you have to be very careful what you do with your car. It's not that you're not the owner, because people are like, my car, I can do whatever I want with it.
Yeah.
Where it gets questionable is if you're running a business, like we're running a business, and you're using your product and their brand recognition to say, elevate your business off the back of their brand.
Yep.
Or if they feel like you're doing something to actually diminish their brand value. And you have a great story about that.
I do. So, different brand. When we built our first BMW drift car, E92 with an M5 V10, I remember it. We were out at Long Beach. It was insane car. We're out at Long Beach. We take a picture and post it on Instagram, and it's of the hood and the BMW logo front and center. Check out our brand new BMW drift car. Come out to Long Beach FD. Pretty soon after that, we got a cease and desist letter. They were not happy that we built a competition drift car out of a BMW and that we were promoting that it was a BMW. Ripped the badges off the car. Even asked FD if they could call it the ESSA Autosport M3 and not call it a BMW. I was pretty pissed. We built this brand new car. It's cool. I think we're bringing the brand up, and their idea of it was
Mike's just trashing our brand. Probably the same way Ferrari feels
about
possibly what we're doing.
Yep.
You can't get sued until you get a cease and desist. So until I get said cease and desist, these badges are going back on. What are you doing, Eric?
Playing Ray.
Oh.
Apparently they are sponsoring today's.
They're sponsoring today's video! Let's get straight into the game! Fun fact, you guys, there are 7.5 billion humans in the world that can be playing Raid Shadow Legends right now. So why waste time? You might as well start right now. Raid is amazing. Alright guys, my three favorite couples are Romeo and Juliana, who provide a classic 1-2 punch. He can hit all enemies 3 times while she can ignore 50% defense. Then you got Karato and Yumiko. Like Karato, he can hit over 200k and kill most non-boss enemies. And the classic tale of Beauty and the Beast. You got Kuronor and Minagi. 3 of Kurono's skills get empowered by the presence of Minagi. Valentine's Day event! Love is in the air, even in the world of Raid. New players can enjoy Raid Love Quest running from February 14th to March 14th. All you need to get involved is to download Raid Shadow Legends right now from the links below, copy your in-game player ID, and then enter it at raidlovquest.playerium.com. Play with the Valentine's themed mini games for a chance to win some fantastic in-game and real-life prizes, including Valentine's Day themed Raid Champions and even an Amazon gift card for up to $1,000! What the f? Guess what? If you're an old school Raid player, not to worry. You can share in the love too. Use special code SAINTValentine23 that everyone can use to get a small Valentine's Day gift just from us. And if you haven't started playing Raid yet, click my link in the description or scan the QR code here on the screen and get bonuses worth up to $35. We're talking an epic free champion, Jotun, 100k silver, 50 gems, and 2 epic skill tomes.
You guys are ready? It's time to reveal the all-new, completely painted Ferrari 550 gated Maranello. And then after that amazing reveal, I'll get to the next problem with this car. Absolutely love this car in black.
It's so different. I mean, the old color was so soft, and we're not even done yet, right? This is halfway put back together. We've got a bunch of other stuff that we're gonna make and put on the car. It's gonna look so different. I can't wait.
Already you guys are wondering like what the cutouts are for. These are larger louvers.
The man, the myth, the legend came up with those ones that you guys saw in previous episode, and we'll get those in. The front splitter, we actually made a few changes to the front splitter, a little wider. He'll be making side skirts, and you have this massive wing.
A big wing, custom ordered it from APR.
Yeah.
I think a couple inches wider than the quarter panels on the car. It's as wide as a diffuser. It's gonna look crazy from the back. We're gonna have some side skirts that come out a bit and roll down, and then we'll also do some canards and fins and stuff on them, make them look really cool. We're gonna do a wider, more aggressive splitter. We're also gonna do some dive planes, some canards on the front. There'll be a lot more going on, and it's gonna look really good.
So you guys are gonna have to wait for that next update. In the meantime, we do have a major problem with this car, and it has to do with the drivability. After that previous track day, we ran into some problems.
We didn't even notice it at the track. I think it's a clutch and the release bearing.
Okay.
I hope, because the gearbox in this
too.
thing is not gonna be cheap.
I know, and the whole point of this car was
That beautiful gated shifter right there. That is a rare phenomenon now.
the fact that it's not only gated, but it's actually married to a naturally aspirated V12.
Yeah.
That was the whole appeal of this car. So I really don't want to lose that.
Yeah, no.
See, hopefully we can save that.
As you're pushing the clutch in, you feel a little bit of vibration in the pedal, and it's kind of notchy feeling, and that's the release bearing. Basically, there's a bearing that's fixed in the transmission. It moves out to push the fingers of the clutch in, so there's part of it that's spinning at however fast the engine's spinning, 8,000 RPM,
Yeah.
and then stopping, and then spinning, and stopping. Bearing side there, I think, are toast. I don't know how much it damaged the pressure plate, because all those fingers, when that thing starts to seize on them, it starts to grind them down, causes a bunch of damage to the pressure plate, and at that point, we might just design a whole new flywheel and clutch kit.
The Because race car challenges are no joke, you guys. Just for you guys, I'm gonna go onto the ground.
Is that the gearbox I'm looking at right here, the back of it?
It's called a transaxle because it's the transmission and the differential built into one unit. It makes it an absolute pain to pull out of the car.
1999 Ferrari. We're looking at hammers and wrenches, guys.
Power steering issue, we got to figure that out. It's pretty hard to steer the car now.
I called Ferrari and I said, hey, I have a 550 Maranello. I want to replace the power steering. Can I bring the car to you? And they were like, oh, do you have a VIN number? And I was like, not really stock anymore. We turned it into a race car. And they were like, hey, look, we're not the racing department. And I was like, well, no, it's not. Ferrari didn't build it in a race car. We built it. And they were just like, sorry, man. Like,
They didn't want to get into it
they
at all.
didn't really want to get into it. I just took it back to Mike. And what was your solution?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
So there's that beautiful naturally aspirated V12 that Mike straight piped for us. It sounds amazing.
Power steering pump right there. We drained the fluid out of it, and I don't see any metal shavings or anything, but it's like half power steering right now. It whines a lot, and it sounds like there's no fluid in it, but the fluid is full.
So we have an issue. We do need to solve that.
One solution is to ditch that power steering pump completely,
Okay.
and go to a Porsche Motorsport electronic power steering.
Hold on. You're gonna make me put Porsche parts in my Ferrari?
We're gonna put Porsche race car parts in your Ferrari.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Ultimately, I want to take this car and do tons of fun things with it. This car is Because race car. And everyone's been asking the whole time we've started DD, when will I be able to go for a ride along? I want this car to be the ride along car, and we have some special events I'll be announcing soon where you should be able to come to that event and go for a ride in this car with either myself or Mike, and we might even just throw you in with Dave.
That'll be a fucking
Good luck with
different
that.
way.
Good luck with that one. And well, last but not least, this vehicle is gonna need some updated wheels. In fact, I do love these wheels.
But going to the track and doing what we do with this, it's gonna need a bunch of these wheels. And I'm not gonna go and buy a whole bunch of stock Ferrari wheels. We're gonna go ahead and get a much cooler, more motorsport look. We have a good idea of what we're looking for.
Yeah.
We'll update you soon. Don't go anywhere. We continue the shenanigans with the race car, and we have arrived. Sparco. How long have you been working with Sparco?
Entire FD career, so 14 years. We're gonna get 2 brand new seats, side mounts, harnesses.
So what are you thinking? We have quite the selection of Sparco steering wheels.
Something that's probably a 330 millimeter. So there's 360s also that I really like in a drift car. But knowing that the Huracan has such a low roof line, you're basically sitting on the floor, and the flat bottom actually helps with knee clearance. We're gonna need a wheel that's a little bit smaller so your knees aren't hitting. So I think a 330 mil wheel is actually gonna work really well. This is a new one from Sparco. It's really nice. It's got really good grips here, so when you're driving straight, it's really comfortable, but it's also smooth on the outside and round. So as you're spinning the wheel, it's not gonna bounce around in your hand. It's gonna be, manageable.
I'll take his word for it.
Look at all these seats. This is what I want in the Super Trofeo.
This looks really comfortable.
This is for our gaming rig that's supposed to simulate like a F1 setup.
How the drivers sit
Yeah.
Feet in the air.
in an F1 car?
Yeah, so they're sitting in the car like this.
Not actually bolted in, so don't tip backwards. How you feel?
Is that how they drive? I need this at the shop.
Look at this. Look at this seat. And look at this. Like, that's so cool.
Okay.
Seats for the actual car that we have.
The seat that you're getting is called the QRT. This is the standard QRT fiberglass, but what you're getting is this one over here.
And this is just the same as what we have in the 550. Yeah, this fits me well. We'll take 10. Yes.
What'd you guys do?
I don't know.
Hold on. It takes a little finesse.
You've done that before, huh?
I've done it a few times. 2 seats per box.
2 seats in that box.
That was convenient.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thank you so much for having us
Dude,
again.
always,
I really
man.
appreciate you.
Yeah, good seeing you guys.
You put this on his card?
Yeah.
Daddy Mike today.
Happy birthday.
And we're back.
New stuff. New seat. Yeah. Daddy gonna fit in the car.
These are the same Sparcos we have in the 550 race car. Don't even start, you guys.
It's just-
you
it's
can't
just-
drop
just
it.
carbon.
You can't drop it.
They're solid.
These are the exact seats we have in the Ferrari.
Yep.
The difference is, see that seat?
Yeah, what does that mean? The other seat has a K on it. K stands for Kevlar.
So this is
And these
just
are carbon.
The others are carbon Kevlar. Look at that.
Bam.
More carbon for the carpet.
Look at that. That is actually the coolest thing ever, to be totally honest.
Like a really good weave. Like
it's a really good weave. You think you can take this apart?
yeah, I think we can make this work on that Sparco round wheel.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, I'll pull this thing apart. It's gonna take some finessing. We're gonna have to modify it a bit.
Some finessing.
Finessing,
I
yeah.
like it. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
It might.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
I think we should just drill it in there.
Just drill it in. Just drill it in. I know what we're not going to do. We're not going to use the plasma table.
We are not. Not today.
Not today. And the Lamborghini seat is out. We're going to have to save this. This will be a souvenir. We'll put it up there or something. Oh, that's cool. Check that out. So we can't use these again, can we?
Probably not.
That was loud.
Yeah.
Bam. Sparco.
How's it looking?
It's like loosely bolted in right now. Right now it's hitting the crossbar on the roll cage. There's an X bar off the main hoop. We might have to cut that out and make a new tube in there so we can get the seat far enough back for you. See how this fits for now? I pulled the seat cushion out also to drop you down another inch or so.
Got my back.
That's good.
Better?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The issue is gonna be trying to wear a helmet in here.
There's actually frame right where the seat goes, and we can cut those and make new parts. Will allow us to drop the seat down another inch or so.
Inch is a game changer in
Yep.
so many ways.
Exactly.
This steering wheel's so sick, but it's got to go so we can have a round one.
Yeah,
That feels right.
that feels right. All of that stuff, stick it in like that.
Exactly.
Your problem, not mine.
Now, you're going to explain the fueling and all that sort of stuff.
To check the fuel, you actually have to drain the fuel out of the car, put it in jugs so you can measure how much fuel is in there. The gauge doesn't work, even if a race car has a gauge, it doesn't work well. So there's a fitting down here that's a quick release fitting that you'd pop off, and then you plug it in with another hose with a connection on there. You plug it in, put it aside, and you fill up your jug, and you measure your fuel.
Race fuel.
Race fuel.
Woo! Race fuel for the race car?
Race fuel for the race Ferrari.
We went to go get a hose. That was it. We went to get a hose. We walked in there and
Hold on. You got a girlfriend. And there it is. You got one.
yeah.
You only found one hoe.
It's 5 feet though.
Oh, look at
That's
that.
a lot of feet.
Look at that.
HP 101.
Unleaded.
Yes.
My man.
So we have no idea how much fuel is in the tank, right? This is a half of a quick connect fitting.
Okay.
So we just pulled it off since we don't have the factory hose that would disconnect, and then you would have one of these with the hose basically
And like a
built
pump?
onto it. No pump. We use the internal pumps in the car. But you would
It'll
have
push it out.
and it'll pump it out for us. It'll just pump it into our jug,
Ah.
and then we'll be able to see how much fuel do we have in the car. Right here, this is coming out of the fuel filter. Basically, over there is the pumps. It's pumping out of there, and then it would go into the fuel rail and into the engine.
Yeah.
So we disconnected it there. We got a piece of hose. It's the only thing we can really use right now. We don't have any AN fittings or anything here at the shop. So we're gonna plug this in, and now that's connected. Now we should be able to turn the fuel pumps on, and it'll just pump it out in the jug for us.
I was about to say, if this works, nobody light a match.
Eric, don't even think about starting smoking. Power on. Shut up.
There you go.
Why is it so yellow?
I'm thoroughly impressed. Is it not supposed to be?
Different fuel brands dye their fuel different colors.
Why?
For identification. So if they're making, I don't know, 100,000 gallons of fuel, they'll dye them. Different octanes will get different tints. Or if it's a spec fuel for a series, an easy way for the sanctioning body to basically say, that's not legal.
Cheating
with some special fuel.
Ah. You're a cheater.
Look, it's spitting now. Look how much fuel was in the car.
Shut up. No. Dude, there was no fuel in the car. We were this close to running out. This close.
Oh my God. And we were driving it around here.
Could you imagine?
What if, hey Mike, well, I got a problem.
How much longer do you think this car, based on the engine size, take a guess, how long would that much fuel last?
On a racetrack or local track, Willis Springs,
Sure.
we'll use a half a gallon a lap. It's a 2.5 mile road course.
Yeah.
So in 2.5 miles, we'll use a gallon.
And how much
So
is
we have
this?
half a gallon.
So a mile.
Maybe 2 miles because you weren't driving
Right, running
that
at
hard, right,
RPM.
the street.
I was hitting hitting the throttle hard.
Yeah.
to spin the tires, and I was getting up to like 8,000 RPM. So I probably could have drove around here maybe more laps. Yeah, a couple more laps and we would have ran out of gas. Holy Holy
Eric, why didn't you call me and tell me?
Lucky.
I'm very lucky.
Very lucky.
And you can't hurt the car, can it, if you run out of gas?
It can hurt the car.
It can?
Badly. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Eric, what are you doing?
No, it's for torturing.
What? Oh, evil. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think a little too much. I'll take a little bit of bend out of it. And then we'll line up this hole. We'll mark it. We'll drill that. The Sparco seat brackets over here. Figure out where they need to be. Mark that. Drill those. Bolt that in.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle. It's basically a deburring tool for the holes. You know, after you drill it, there's a bunch of metal sticking out of there.
Okay.
So this guy goes in there and basically pulls those little chips out of there. Makes a nice clean edge. Tools. So this quick fill nozzle.
Yeah, keep doing
right.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
Got the quick fill thing.
Yeah, the quick fill nozzle. The way you put it in there. Right. So these ones are about $600.
How is that $600?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is like half the price.
So it's only $300.
It's only $300.
Don't drop it, Eric.
Because race car.
Because race car, my man.
Well, since the race car didn't have any fuel in it, we are about to demonstrate the redhead.
Little door here, if he opens it up, is actually riding on 3 pins. If you can even see that, they're kind of like hidden back there. So this door doesn't open up and move out of the way, right?
It just moves back.
It goes back,
Yeah.
and then this thing's designed to shove the fuel around that.
Around it. Yep.
So you just, and it shoots it all in.
So on the back side of this, it actually has like a taper and then it goes down to the hose. So it has room for that fuel to come around it.
Great, look at this. This guy's a pro. Got his first rodeo, Eric.
Yeah.
Stop insulting the man. Why are you talking so much?
No.
You're about to get a demo of the fuel filler thing. Cool. How fast would that actually put that in the car?
It all depends upon the car, how big the vent is. So if it's got a really good vent, it'll dump that whole can in 5 seconds.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Someone got a cell phone? Let's time it. Let's see how fast this thing sucks it back. I don't know why all street cars aren't like this. This is way more convenient.
Yeah, right. You get to the gas station.
A guy ran out.
Yeah, just pick it up. Good to go.
But you gotta pull that plug off the end of it there.
Oh, do I twist it?
Just pull it off, I think.
Pull it?
Yep.
Oh my God, you do it. I'm scared.
All right, that's the start.
It's not going at all.
Why'd you stop it?
Because it's not moving.
Did you remember to peel the tab from the top of it? Or is it like the orange juice where it still has like that little film on there?
So basically this part isn't supposed to go inside there. It's supposed to sit on the outside and slide this back. So this is obviously smaller. I've got another one at the shop. I'll have to grab it and we'll do this tomorrow.
All right, stay tuned.
The countdown starts now.
All right.
You son of
18 hours
It
later.
is another day. That's how long it's taken Mike to fill up the race car.
So let's reset that 18 hours later, and then you can time him to see how long it actually takes to put the fuel in here. So that is exactly 5 gallons.
Yes, just below 20 liters, which I think is right at 5 gallons.
All right, is this a team effort?
We're being timed. This is a team effort.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. I want to see this.
All right, ready? Ready, set, go.
Hang on.
Wait till I'm ready. Wait till I'm ready. Oh, I'm wait. Ready, set, go.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
Whoa, that's fast.
7.75 seconds.
Pretty good.
He didn't even really spill. That was like just a little dribble. You're a dribbler, eh? That's not what I was thinking, but okay. So these are expensive. These are actually the rear diffuser fins. These were in the center, and we're trying to get the side ones off, but these go so far under the car that there is a fastener
Somewhere deep under near the actual
side skirt.
Now what we're gonna do is jack the car up again. And this is always fun, so I had to film this.
Dongle is in. Activate dongle.
That's so satisfying.
That scared the shit out of us last time.
Our goal with this car is now that we got 2 seats in, which I want to show you an update on. Tim and Mike got these bad boys in with new harnesses.
Bam! Thank you, Sparco. We officially have a driver's seat that fits.
Yours truly.
Some new harnesses.
We have a passenger seat.
What are you working on now, sir?
This is the one that came with the car, scratched up a bit. Somebody maybe threw the steering wheel, got angry.
Second place sucks, bro. You're the first person to lose.
Maybe they crashed in the first corner. I don't know. But this one was beat up, so we're looking at putting the other one on there.
Yes.
And everything looks the same, except you've got ABS and traction control. But here on the back of the board, traction control, ABS. So they're flipped. Colors are the same on the front. This one isn't labeled at all. This one is labeled. So it says traction control, ABS. The circuit board is printed wrong. I don't know.
That's weird.
That's weird. We're gonna try to put this in there. We're gonna see if it works. If it doesn't work, we're gonna put this one back in there.
Okay, I trust you. I trust you.
So satisfying.
Yeah.
Why'd you jump? Scaredy cat?
It's so convenient.
Okay, that's not a word.
Well, I'm excited. This is really cool. He solved a major problem with this wheel. Grabbing it sideways and all that really sucks. There's no way to slide this car around. Thanks to our good friends at Sparco.
Out with the old, in with the new. How sick is that? So Mike took it all apart. This has a circuit board behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to adapt the whole thing on there.
It's got all these little pins in the back,
Yep.
and that locates onto that electrical connector inside of that side of the quick release. Get that on there. Yeah, so we basically scroll through the Motec dash.
Yeah, let's
and
see.
they have it set up with a bunch of different stuff so you can see the kind of quick stuff. We want to see steering position, gear actuator.
So you turn the wheel. That's so sick.
Yeah, it's rad.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Because race car. Wow.
If there's any issues with any of the sensors,
Yeah.
so it's basically checking everything. Coolant temperature warning because it's cold. So the limits are basically set. It wants to see a window when it's warmed up to a certain temperature when it's hot, and anything outside of that window, it'll give you a temperature warning. Too cold or too hot. That'll come up.
What's alarm?
So if you get an alarm on the dash, if there is an issue, but you're at the end of the race and you're trying to finish the last lap or 2 laps or whatever, you can hit the alarm and it'll turn it off so it's not flashing in your face. Like, I got it, I see it, I've heard it, you know.
Paul Walker with the laptop.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Nitrous.
It's a version of that.
That's exactly what it is. Yes, because race car.
What's flash do?
Flash is like a flash to pass. Like if you're, in that fast lane, somebody's in your way, you're flashing your high beams at them.
Oh, no way. That's cool. There was another one. What's the other one? The pit. Okay. And then I think it's flashing in the back because I saw something flashing back here. Oh, I thought it was maybe the rain light, but it's not. Does this thing have turn signals? Because it's got yellow lights. Shut up. Oh,
Bro, this thing's street legal for sure.
100% street legal. Hold on, can you hit that again? Do they actually work in the front or just the rear? Oh, they work in the front.
I'm making phone calls because I know other guys in other states and other provinces in Canada that have gotten race cars road registered. And the main thing that they needed were turn signals.
There might be hope to make this bad boy at some point drive on the road legally.
So the higher octane fuel also has more impact, more basically bigger bang, right? So you can squish it into a smaller place, and when it does ignite, when the spark plug fires it, when you want it to, then it explodes harder, pushes the piston down harder, makes more power and more torque. Smaller hole, more velocity.
Smaller hole, more velocity. Can always come back to that. We might have to coin that and put it on a t-shirt.